So guys, my first YouTube video. Wanted to uh wanted to give you guys just a little background real quick. Um, I'm a NAMBF, North American Natural Bodybuilding Federation. Sorry, natural bodybuilder. I've only done 2 shows so far. Placed third in my first show and had two fourth place finishings. So I got a long way to go, but been training for about 3.5 years. Been training since I was 16. I'm 19 right now. Turned 20 in May, so uh, people think I'm like 25. It's kind of ridiculous, but wanted to. I see a lot of. This is gonna kind of be a venting video, but I'm sure you guys have heard of Dr. Oz. This, I kind of want to see the credentials. I guess I want to see his credentials because I came across one of his shows the other day. They had 3 women. One woman had a lot of fat around her back. You know, she had like a lot of back fat. One woman she carried a lot of fat in her stomach, and the other woman carried a lot of fat in her butt. And the reason they said the woman that was with Dr. Oz said that the reason you this is ridiculous. The reason you're carrying fat in your butt is because you're having too many carbs with too much protein. What? No. Not once. Not once did she say, you eat too damn much. You eat too much. That's it. People try to complicate fat loss, and they seem to fail to make the correlation between eating too much and too little inactivity. Now, the woman had a bottle, and she was like, take this pill, one of those magical pills, take this supplement, it'll fix your problems. And people buy this. People buy this stuff, this BS that, from doctors. And it just amazed me how, one, people are so uneducated about this. The lady never said you have to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. Never. Didn't mention it once. She just said, take this supplement. It'll fix your problem. That just, I couldn't believe it. But I advise everyone. My mom used to watch that show. I told her, do not watch that dude. He's a guru. He sells stuff that he knows people will buy, because Americans, we naturally want the quick fix. We don't want to have to work for it. So, people that are uneducated, they're gonna get targeted, and they're gonna get sold some BS. It's quite simple. You have to be in a caloric deficit to lose any weight. If you eat at maintenance, you won't lose weight. I actually saw a study was a high school teacher, and it was people ate McDonald's, and they ate at their maintenance. Ate only McDonald's, like kind of like the Super Size Me guy. You know how he could only eat McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. But they only ate McDonald's, and they didn't gain any weight. Well, people were like, "Well, how's that possible?" And I was like, "Because they tracked it. They only ate at maintenance. Sure, they only ate McDonald's, but they didn't get fat. They didn't gain any weight because they track their calories. They track their macronutrients. They track their carbs, fats, and proteins. You're not going to gain weight no matter what you eat. It doesn't matter. If you only eat to maintenance, you're not going to gain any weight. They then they had him eat. I can't remember. It was either 300 or 500 calories under maintenance. So say their maintenance was let's say their maintenance was 3,000 calories to maintain their weight. So they had him eat 2,500 calories of only McDonald's. And you bet it, they lost weight. And that left so that left I'm sure that left so many people so butthurt. How could you only eat McDonald's and lose weight? It's simple. I'll say it again. No matter what you eat, if you eat if you eat cornbread all day, if you eat cookies, if you only eat, say your maintenance is 2,500, you only eat 2,000 calories a day, you're gonna lose weight. It's that simple. Now, if you want to be healthy, then you're going to eat foods that are high in micronutrients. But I always tell people, follow the 90-10 principle, or, a flexible dieting principle. 90% of the time you're eating foods that are, high in micronutrients, like your sweet potatoes, your brown rice, oatmeal, your veggies, and then, once you know you have enough fiber, once you know that you've got your micronutrients, you take a multivitamin on top of that, why not have a Pop-Tart? Why not have a cookie? Food is food. There's no such thing as good and bad food. That's how you get a eating disorder. Food is food. Carbs are carbs. Where they differ, where brown rice differs from white rice. Brown rice is healthier. Why? Because it has more micronutrients. White rice, it's refined. They take out the bran and the germ that makes brown rice what it is. And then they add back, the chemical vitamins, the riboflavin and stuff like that, niacin. But I always see people labeling food as good and bad, and I don't get it. They're like, well, I ate good all week, so on the weekends, I can eat bad, and that's healthy. It's not healthy. It's called an eating disorder. That's an eating disorder. That's not healthy. Moderation, that's healthy. Especially with bodybuilders, and I can relate to this because I see this. Stick to your tilapia and asparagus. That's all you eat. That's it. Every 2 hours. Absolutely garbage. I've never done that. Ever. The only time that I'll have like maybe mahi-mahi or salmon is on show day. I'm not really a fish guy, so you know, I may have fish like, you know, instead of like steak or chicken or something. Um, but I get like 4 or 5 different sources of protein each day. So, you know, I'm not, don't limit yourself. Don't be restrictive. That's when it leads to problems. But the only time I'll have like a small meal is on show day. On contest day, you know, I'll have, you know, every, you know, say 3 hours or so leading up to when I step on stage, I'll have, you know, maybe like a cup and a half of white rice, um, and like 3 ounces of, you know, salmon or chicken or, you know, something. And I'll pack those meals for the entire contest day. But that's because, you know, you don't want a lot of fiber. You're gonna get gut fill, you know, and you don't want to be bloated on stage. So that's why I don't have any veggies or anything like that. So you want low fiber, low bulk foods for for contest day. But yeah, I thought I wanted to share that kind of guru mentality, with Dr. Oz, and just kind of the myths, and you know, just absolute bro science that I see out there. So just wanted to share that for you for the first video. Heads up, most of my videos probably won't be this long, but you know, it's my first video, so kind of got to talking a lot. But most of the stuff I post will just mainly be, you know, maybe some nutrition misconceptions I see, some advice, you know, maybe some guidelines if, you know, if you're new, because, you know, 3.5 years ago I was new. You know, when I was 16 I was new to this, so I've been there. I know what it's like. Um, so you know, I'll probably post some training videos and stuff, but uh, yeah, I mean that'll really be it. You know, training videos, you know, videos like this where, you know, I talk about, uh, you know, misconceptions, myths, bro science versus real science. You know, maybe some contest prep, do's and don'ts. But yeah, I mean that'll really be it. So thanks.